Started the recording. Let's do that. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch everything over. I kind of figured that would be the case, but I definitely wanted to show off the game. Like I said, if you had a PSP and you wanted to play Darkstalkers, that was like a really cool way of doing it. Oh, did they say when the Shrek DLC is coming out? That's another DLC we'll have to get. But let me switch everything over first before I look into that. After what? Okay, here's the latest email that I got from Square Enix. Shrek is coming out. It doesn't say. Let's see. Shrek Special Pack. Wash away your worries and live happily ever after with the soothing sounds of high-pressure water. In this hero's journey, players will clean up the layers of grime, covering 5 charming maps inspired by DreamWorks Animation's Shrek universe. And then it links to a trailer. Maybe the trailer says the release date. And it just says coming soon. In the not too far, far, far away future. Alright. What is this, though? As the sun sets on PowerWash Simulator's Washiversary celebrations, we take a look at free content released this summer. Between these 3 packs, 5 new jobs away. Yeah. So Muckingham Files, the cruise ship, and Muckingham Files again. All right, let me get some music going, though. Something jazzy. I got you. We'll play the Marvel 2 OST. All right. All right. So let's finish up the Mad Tea Party. We were pretty close to finishing it. Ready? It's either this or Breath of Fire 3 if you want jazzy, right? Come on, move. Alright. Alright. What am I seeing that's... It's probably just something over there. New Age of Heroes. Alright, so this table we were working on. What am I doing? Do this. Yeah, well, you know what it was? Is that I didn't feel like grinding all the way up 100 levels of the tower. Scones, scones, scones! Did we already hear this? The scones discussion? And other than just like doing the ladders would have been just a repeat of what I had done already in the previous games, because it's not anything new. I just wanted to show off the game. Good for your bones. And my, how you've grown. So he's making up a new rhyme now that he knows how to pronounce it. So I figured let's, you know, I've been wanting to catch up on this. It's probably going to be pretty similar next week with Project Justice. Speaking of which, fret not, child. I'm certain a growth spurt lays just around the corner. I mean, maybe I'll really like Project Justice and want to do the whole thing. But I really, really did not like Rival Schools, so... Yeah. Like I said, other than trying to grind my way up that tower, there wasn't much. And I couldn't seem to get past level 20, which is that shadow version of Baby Bonnie Hood. I think I might want to take me for a ride. Hey, alright, cool. Alright, let's get this fork clean. You know, maybe... I think, even though I didn't like the game, I think they should have included rival schools. I remember rival schools being pretty popular, that people like generally liked it. I know, so I'm an outlier on that. I'm not like under any delusions there. Like, I know that most people think that's a dope game. I just found that something weird about it. Like, I was not having any fun. You're indifferent towards it? Yeah. I was just like, this is actually kind of whack. Like, what? I'm washing cheese, because that's a normal thing that people do. This is Alice's Adventure, Smiles. It's the most recent paid DLC. Until Shrek comes out. I assume Shrek is a paid DLC. Hey, Mogul, how's it going? Get in the holes. Alright. Hey, alright, the cheese is clean. A sugar pot? That's not what I would have guessed it was, but okay. So I guess there's one more job in Alice's Adventures after this one. Yeah, so we're cleaning up the Mad Tea Party right now. You never read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? Like, not even like in school or something? It's so weird because ostensibly it's a fantasy novel about a young girl drawn into a fantasy world, but it's actually a satire about calculus. It's a allegorical satire about math. He's the guy who wrote it. His name was Dodgson, but he used the pen name Lewis Carroll. He hated the new mathematics that was out at the time, and he thought he would write something that would explain what the world would be like if this sort of math was true. Because he refused to accept it. Alright, we got that. Yeah, anytime there's any kind of new way of doing math, whether it's, you know, the new math, the calculus of the time, the new math of the, I think the 60s, the Common Core that we have today. People are like, well, that's not the way I learned it, therefore it's wrong and confusing. Like, everybody was like saying adults are confused by Common Core math, but you know who's not confused by it? Children. I didn't like Prince Caspian that much. I liked The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That was a great fantasy novel. And then I read Prince Caspian. I was like, okay, that one's not as good. It wasn't as good, but it was still a decent enough book. And then I read the third one, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, or at least I should say I tried to read it because I didn't get all the way through it. Did not like it. Voyage of the Yawn Treader. A lot of people really like Dawn Treader, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why people like it so much. Like, I remember doing that list on List Critics of, like, the top 100 fantasy and science fiction books. And the only one in that series that was on there was Dawn Treader. And it was pretty high up. I would recommend you read the first one. It's a pretty obvious Christian allegory, but it's still a really good fantasy book. Freaking giant croissant. They made movies out of... Well, there was an old cartoon movie of Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and they made movies, live-action movies, out of the first 3 books. But Dawn Treader kind of floundered, which is not a surprise to me. So they never made them beyond that. Aslan is Jesus. He was very, very obvious about that. But, you know, like I said, other than the Christian allegory being very in your face, and I don't mean that it's a bad thing to write a Christian allegory, I just think he was a little too obvious about it. It's extremely in your face. I think it's a good book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But like I said, I couldn't get past the third one. You went to Sunday school? I never did anything like that. And they showed you The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm not surprised. I'm guessing you were in a Protestant school then. Did I get the underside of this? No, I didn't. A very dirty cupcake. Wait a minute, Moogle, this isn't your search on rule34.net or whatever the fuck it is. Okay. Can you feel it? I really can. Alright. Check it out. She's got cake. Alright, well, the cherry's clean. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? I really can. I got the icing. There we go. Okay. Yeah. His good friend, J.R.R. Tolkien, was very annoyed with how he used apologetics. Because what's interesting is that when the two of them met, C.S. Lewis, or Jack as he called him, was an atheist, actually. He didn't believe in any form of religion. And it was actually Tolkien that convinced him to become a Christian again. But he went a little crazy with it. You know what I mean? He went a little wild. And even Tolkien was like, dude, you gotta fucking calm down. Like, what? He felt that, well, Tolkien, I should say, felt that it was distasteful to openly display apologetics in your fantasy work like that. But Tolkien just didn't like allegory in general, though. So that's part of it. So he didn't like how obvious of an allegory it was. I mean, it's not to say he never wrote allegory. He wrote a story called Leaf by Niggle, which was an allegory. But it wasn't a Christian allegory or anything like that. It was an allegory for his own writing process. He was explaining his creative process through the character of Niggle, who was trying to complete a painting. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the story of Leaf by Niggle, but Niggle was this fellow who they kept saying that he had to take a long journey and he couldn't put it off for very much longer, which was basically saying that he was going to die at some point. And his masterwork was this painting that started off with just a drawing of a leaf. And then from the leaf came a tree. And then from the tree became a forest and a whole landscape and a village and mountains. And he preferred to work on it, but he found other things that he had to do. Life got in the way. And in the end, it was unfinished. And the only part of it that wound up being remembered was the leaf that it started with. So you could see that the painting in general is his work, his legendarium, and the leaf is the Lord of the Rings. It's a great... Yeah, because of the way it's spelled. Obviously, he didn't mean anything weird like that about it, but... great story. You could tell that Nigel is Tolkien, and I mean, it's an obvious allegory, but he was upfront about it. He explained this is an allegory, you know? I think it was the only time he ever wrote allegorically. Quote from Lewis, let me see. Oh, I know this quote, yes. Yes, he's absolutely right. I'd seen that. I saw the quote, but I didn't know it was Lewis that said it. But I'd seen that quote around. I just didn't know it was him. All right, cool. It's the factory stage. Hey now, all right. Boy, this is a big ass thing, ain't it? No, 95% though, so. Hopefully I didn't miss much on the other areas, and that once we finish this take tower thing, we're done. We're close to done. Scones, scones, scones. He kept talking about scones, and there's not a single scone on this level. There's all sorts of cakes and croissants, and there's a cheese, and all this other stuff. Speaking of harsh words, oh, there's that area I gotta do too. But speaking of harsh words, I answered a question specifically about the Lord of the Rings TV show on Amazon, and it was a bait question, but I decided I was going to slap this down. Because this guy basically said, how come in the Rings of Power, or as I like to call it, the scouring of J.R. Tolkien, because they're ruining his work, you know, the orcs are shown as peaceful and nice, and they just want to be left alone. Like, how can they get away with this? And I'm just like, there's nothing like that in the show. Not even close, you know? So I just said, you know, like, I guess if you make up any old shit, you can drum up anger and outrage and whatnot. Yeah, I know, right? Like, and there were several people who answered it who either had not watched the show or had watched only the first season and haven't seen the bits of season 2 that have come out, and we're thinking that this guy, well, he's not lying, he must be telling the truth, right? And they were saying, well, I guess, you know, it's because Amazon wants money and, you know, all this shit, right? And I had to comment on every single one of them and said, nope, there's nothing like that in the show. This guy's lying. And somebody even replied to me and said, you know, I started watching season 2 and you're right, there's nothing like that. I said, you know, I don't know where you're getting this shit from. I said you should call it the scouring of your brain cells. I said, by the way, scouring means cleaning. So you're not even using that word correctly. They showed that the orcs don't like Sauron because he's a liar, and that's true. And Tolkien said that evil is hateful and hatred is non-cooperative. People who hate don't team up with other. I mean, they might team up with people who hate, but they don't. They hate each other too. They're not cooperative. As I said about Sauron and Saruman, they weren't best buddies. They weren't allies. It was a convenience thing. All right. I think I need to get, this chocolate thing. That would have made more sense, but, you know, people like this never make sense. And I said, you know, if you don't like the show, that's cool, right? You don't have to. But, like, just don't watch it and shut the fuck up. You know, or if you want to be loud about it, you could be loud about it, say you don't like the show, but don't make up shit about it and then try to get other people upset because other people are like, wow, they really put that in there? That's terrible. And I'm like, well, no, but they didn't put that in there. That's not a thing. Honestly, it sounds like somebody's really salty that the second season is actually pretty fucking good. And I'm not going to sit there and say the first season was bad, but because it wasn't. But it needed improvement. There was definite ways that it could improve. And it looks like they've improved it. Oh! Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. I gotta get all these undersides anyway. Let me get a longer washer here. Yeah, well, these sorts of people never have any intellectual honesty, you know what I mean? They never do. It's disgusting what they do. They'll just say, oh, they put this in it, how terrible. And everybody go like, oh my god, that is terrible. And it's like, well, maybe if you actually watched it, you would see that that's not true, and this guy's a fucking liar. But people are so wanting to hate it that they will believe anything, no matter how unbelievable it is. People will... I hate to quote Terry Goodkind because he's an asshole, but he had one point about lies. That people will believe a lie, even an obviously untrue one, if they want to believe it, or if they're afraid that it might be true. So that's clean. That's clean. Okay. Just gotta get... He was right about... He was wrong about a lot of things. He was right about that. Pop. Alright, let me see. Oh, come on. Ah, annoying. Alright. I just want to get on this thing. Alright. Yeah! That's all you need to know. This branch isn't clean, but I don't see anything on it that's not clean. Oh, there we go. I found it. There we go. Alright. This branch is clean. The stalk isn't, but that goes all the way up. That's really all you need to know. He wrote some pretty serviceable fantasy stories, and then he got really, really preachy, and it became less interesting. Okay, I see. Hey, alright, cool. Yeah! Where is this branch not clean? Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Jump properly. Thank you. Oh, that cupcake ain't even clean. I gotta get over there. Get this other ladder and do it from here, maybe? Okay. Here, I'm going to bring up the question that I answered. So you could... I'm not even doing it justice how dumb it was. And what's crazy is that the person who asked me the question, not only wrote the question, but specifically asked me to answer it, was called the Enlightened One. But clearly there's no enlightenment at all. Let me see if I can find it. All right, let me just find it manually. You guys gotta hear how crazy this is. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So this is what the Enlightened wrote. Rings of Power, or as I like to call it, the Scouring of J.R.R. Tolkien, is now showing orcs as peaceful and loving. Not true, by the way. Their children and wives just want to be left alone. Why are they allowed to rape Lord of the Rings like this? So I said, I suppose when you make things up, you can get anyone outraged. Nothing like that has happened in the show. And I went on to, you know, discuss it at length, which I'm not going to read out here, but like, what the fuck are you talking about, sir? Oh, I'm done with the cupcake? Alright, so it's really that branch that I'm still trying to clean. Alright, now we're talking. Like, they don't show orc family units. Like, I'm sure orcs do have family units, but they don't show that. Okay, that's done. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Alright. This stalk is not clean. That branch is. Okay. Like, it's clearly just betting the farm on the fact that people aren't going to look into it. Why are trees always so annoying to clean? Wait. Oh, it's a shadow. Where the fuck? I bet I know. I'm trying to grab that ladder. Dude, give me any ladder. Okay. Right. Up we go. Alright. Yup. I knew it had to be here. Alright. The frog pot fly. Oh, the fly is its own thing, huh? The Mad Hatter's Top Hat Band. The band was its own thing? Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is. Okay. And one of the teacups. That one. This is the last thing. Hey! And I got a mad tea party. Alright, let's see this time lapse. Oh. There we go. Nice aerial view, huh? Oh, how marvelous! I've lost a curious pile of jam and gained a hat! And the timing couldn't be perfecter. It's the Marchaz 445th unbirthday, and everyone's invited. Be sure to let dear Alice know, won't you? I'm sure she went that way. No, wait. It's my unbirthday, is it? Of course it is. Of course, of course, of course. A breakfast, tea, and dinner. Pile it up and shower with sauce till every spoonful's a winner. The Queen of Hearts Court. Okay, this is probably the last level. I think this is what I saw somebody on Twitch playing. So this is from the Queen of Hearts. Why is it, do we wonder, that wherever I go, everybody suddenly loses their head? Me, I'm the reason. So I suggest you get to it at once, whatever it is, and be quick about it. As soon as we've apprehended this Alice absconder, I will be needing a quick and thorough trial. I'd be willing to bet yes. Good God, look at this. Yeah, this is what I think it was Feel the Niche or somebody, or maybe it was out somewhere. This is what I saw on Twitch. Wow. Okay, it's a big job, but somebody's got to do it. Let's start where we started, right? Come on, chop, chop. That's what I'm trying to avoid, is the chop, chop. You've barely done anything at all. It's true, I'm at 0%. Something tells me the missives are just chop chop. Yeah, it's just going to be the Red Queen being a bitch to me the whole time. Oh, those are holes. Okay. Thing about that Wheel of Fortune episode is they had kind of this like confused point that they were trying to make, but they were also just reveling and saying the N-word over and over again. You could tell they were just enjoying it a little too much. Come on, I want to stand on that. Can I not stand on that? Okay. Alright. I'm going to fall. Alright, sweet. We'll stand on this then. Now I can stand on it. That was weird. Aha! There we go. Okay. Thank you for playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. Alright, sweet. I don't think you get an answer to that anytime soon, Alice. But I think we know the answer. Okay. Gotta love the chess motif, which very much fits in with Alice's adventures. I think that might be the last song on the playlist. Oh no. It's the continue theme. Oh, the chat wasn't updating. Let me... Damn. That hadn't happened all day. Now it's going to start. Okay. Yeah, the chat was doing the thing again. It hadn't done it all day, and then all of a sudden it's going to act up like that. let me switch songs. I'll play Breath of Fire 3 since they're listening to jazzy stuff. Ba-dum-bum-bum. By the way, y'all remember Music Appreciation is Stream Theater tonight. I'm only playing one album because I'm playing 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, which is a double album. That's at 7, so don't miss that. I don't even understand this issue. It's so intermittent too, you know? I really don't get it. I don't know if it's a Twitch problem or a Streamlabs desktop problem. Could be, yeah. Alright, got the bishop there. Let's see if we can get this rook cleaned. Probably from... yeah. There we go. Rook's cleaned. Alright. Do this side. I mean, it's not a problem to have the dashboard chat up. I just would prefer to do it the way that I normally do it. Alright, that knight's cleaned. So is that one. I don't remember this like weird version of the song from the Breath of Fire 3. Before I get with the too crazy there, let me finish all this. Okay. One time I put a chess piece between my butt cheeks, set it back on the table, and said checkmate. Okay. That's pretty cool, I guess. Bunghole. What's up, Wayne? Alright. Alright, this railing isn't quite clean. How come you're always sticking things up your butt, butthead? I don't know. It's just funny. Under the bridge downtown, it's where I drew some blood. Under the bridge downtown, I could not get enough. There we go. Oh, it's Croquet Arch. I'm like wondering what the fuck is this thing? I wonder if she has a cornhole board. There's another version of this song. Hold on, let me look at this. Okay, the last one was Escape Variation. This is Escape again. This one I've heard in the game. The other one, not so much. Alright, bridge railing cleaned. Alright, sweet. So everything up here is pretty much done. Yeah, she's already threatened that. She already threatened my head. A few times, actually. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay. She's like, get to it, bitch. Chop, chop. Or she chop chop. Ooh, battle music. Wow. Wow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't suppose you've seen a 2-mile-high child, have you? Not today. I thought she was really 2 miles high. I think you're exaggerating a bit. Goes by the name of Alice. Who doesn't? Last seen in this very spot, disrupting crucial legal proceedings with a sudden and distasteful growth spurt. I know it's 2 miles high. I'm talking about my schlong, butthead. I know. I had figured that out, Beavis. It's Sharbata zone. What a ridiculous name. Yeah. Alice doesn't live here anymore. She absconded. Alright. Check it out. If you eat this pie, it makes your thing bigger. Wow. So it does. But I don't think mine could get much bigger. The Woods theme. Do-do. Wait, it's not part of the same wall, is it? No, it's not. I've probably just got to get the top of it. Chocolate ass cream. Doo-doo. Mm. You're like, off with your head. Head. Oh yeah, head. Check it out. This chick's giving out head. Dude, what on this garden wall is not clean? Maybe just like kind of get in there. Get one of those, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this particular wall is giving me agita, huh? Climb up the stairs, damn it. Is this part of it? This is part of it. Okay, that's why. Alright. Do 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 do. Do do do. Hey, all right. Oh, we're at 30% already. Damn. At 40, we'll hear more from the Red Queen and how she wants to give everybody head. Or she wants everybody to give her head, I should say. And this chick really wants it. Head. Alright, sweet. Alright, let's see if we can get all these croquet things. I don't even know the rules of croquet. I don't even know how it's played. I just know you like hit the ball through the thing and stuff with a big hammer. It's like golf but stupider. Okay, makes sense. Trying to stand up. There we go. Like, you want to play golf? No, it's a little too exciting. Now we got a big heavy wooden ball and smack it around with a hammer. You're gonna get certified as a pimp. Pimp. Be like, I am certified pumper. Wayne will be a certified pimp pumper. He'll be like, pimpin' ain't easy. Getting paid, getting laid. Gangsta playa elite. But yeah, you did mention. Don't forget music appreciation later tonight, though. Dream Theater. I'm gonna play 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. Just the one album, because it's, you know, fucking long. So I was like, well, you know, I've only played them once, and it was The Astonishing, which I like it, but it's sort of a polarizing album. So I'm gonna play something that's more, more universally beloved. There we go. It's weird how the card designs on the outside of them are like the dirt. You know? That throws you off. Do, 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 do. Do, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Nobody is invited, not even myself. You're the type of guy to knock you out. Because Mama said knock you out. God, I want to see what one of those AI covers of Butthead doing I'm gonna knock you out. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm the type of guy who's doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it. Those... The Ent the Sandman had me fucking going. Alright, cool. Start doing this garden path, I guess. Oh, here we go. Becoming 2 miles tall in the middle of a trial is really one of the rudest things you can do. I remember this argument. It was clearly like the math allegory that Dodgson wrote, where they kept saying she's 2 miles tall, and she's like, I'm clearly not 2 miles tall. I would have put her on trial myself, but the knave had stolen a tray of tarts. See, that was my first experience hearing that style of music called rock, being called yacht rock. I didn't know there was that name for it. That, as you know, is the absolute #1 rudest thing you can do anywhere. If you say so, lady, if you say so. That's where like the whole like math nerd thing comes in, because they keep saying you're 2 miles tall, and she's like, I'm clearly not. I'd never heard that phrase before, but it describes it perfectly, though. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This fucking ladder's pissing me off. Damn it! Ladder's piss me off! I'll put this over here where it's not in my way. Alright. Hey, alright. I want to hear a yacht rap. Yacht rap. Let's do that. Oh, it's funny. Y'all wildin'. I'm aware of Little Yachty, but I don't think he does yacht rap. I don't think that qualifies. I want to hear a yacht rock version of Fuck the Police. Imagine that. Fornicate the constabulary, indeed. No, but like same lyrics and everything, just in that style, you know? Edging. Sweet. Okay, that's clean. That's not fully clean. We'll work on that. It wouldn't be fornicate, though. It'd be like make love. You know, it's like this weird Love Boat music, so... Yamo be there. If I hear Yamo be there one more time, I'm Yamo gonna burn the building down. Sweet. Okay, that's all the garden path stuff, I think. Except for over here. Do 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 do. It's so unrealistic because the power washers don't work from that distance no matter what. You have to be really fucking close. There we go. And this edging is still not clean, but probably got to get like, yeah. There we go. All right. All right, start cleaning all this crap now. The garden floor. Do 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 do. Balls. What is it with croquet and flamingos? Hey now. Do the same thing for this side. thing is, the clean version of this crap doesn't look very clean. You sure this is the good place? It's very carpeted. Oh, what is it? I hate when you have those specific cravings for something that you just can't make it happen. A Drake's Devil Dog snack cake. You can't get those? You could probably order them online, right? We got some more of that Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pie ice cream. Oh, I didn't know they were regional. Huh. The more you know. Alright, chair's clean. Okay. Ba ba. Ba ba ba. You thought these roses are red? Haha, they're pink and green for some reason. Nevertheless, when someone grows to a prodigious size in the middle of a trial, it is extremely important that you exert your authority. Moose Track. What is in Moose Tracks? I've seen it, but I don't know what's in it. Even when your Imperial Guard are in essence a set of gossamer thin playing cards. Oh, you gotta make do with what you got. I was hoping that we could perhaps apply the handcuffs while she was distracted by a quality sleight of hand trick. That never works. Chocolate fudge ripple and mini peanut butter cups. That sounds amazing. Yes, please. I need that in and around my mouth. You're right, I'm just giving it a once-over. I'll go back more detailed stuff afterwards. Yeah, that sounds really good. Anything with chocolate and peanut butter, you know? We got the base clean and the fence. All right. Oh, that rose is clean. This rose is clean. Get up on here. Oh, there we go. That one's clean. There's the stem. Probably gotta get in there, yeah. Alright, that rose is clean. That rose is clean. Okay, cool. Another rose bush here. I think the colors are cooler with the dirt on it, huh? The white and red is way cooler than the pink and the green. I've had their fig bars, and yeah, they're not quite the Fig Newtons, but they are tasty. I bet a Fig Newton themed ice cream would be good. Remember, a cookie is just a cookie, but Newton is a fruit and cake. Back when having stodgy commercials was considered in. Like, remember the commercial for Grey Poupon? It was like the only commercial they ever had. Like, they kept remaking it. Like, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? But of course, you know. They would remake the commercial or do variants of it, but they never needed, like, pardon me. And then he passes the mustard into the next limo, like. Seriously, right? I'd be like, yes, I do. I mean, if you've ever had Grey Poupon, it's excellent fucking mustard. It's amazing. But it's just such a bizarre thing, and it was the only commercial they ever needed. Like, yeah, they did other commercials, but they were all variants of that one ad. They never were like, okay, we need a new strategy to sell our mustard. It's fantastic mustard. It really is like really good mustard, and that really shows you that like once the name is out there and people are aware of it, a good fucking product will sell itself. That's the rim. All right. That's that rose. That's the stalk, which is I thought was going to be more difficult. Oh, the fence is already cleaned? Huh. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it really is just a Dijon mustard. It's just an unusually good Dijon mustard. But yeah, once you got the ad in your head, like remember when they did it in Wayne's World? When he pulls up and there's like this stodgy old white guy in the limo and he's like, yes, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? And the guy just looked at him like, you fucking asshole. Like, who wouldn't try that, right? If you had the opportunity to, right? Oh, alright. Alright, so the ground here. And I thought, oh, there we go. This place looks so much cooler when it was dirty. Alright, let's get this Queen of Hatch statue done. This is not nearly as difficult or intricate as the final level for the, the other one, the Warhammer. Yeah, I've used Grey Poupon in a bunch of different things, particularly in making glaze. Not for ham, but for other pork-related things. But yeah, it's such a good commercial. They never really needed any other strategy. Just basically remake that same commercial, and people will buy the shit. Used as a sear steak? I've never tried that, but I bet it would be good. It's so jazzy, it's hard to believe it's a boss battle theme. I gotta try try that one day. And the thing is, despite the reputation that you would think that it would have of being like fancy and associated with rich people riding around in limos, it's not like expensive. I mean, yeah, like for the same price that you get a big jar of mustard, you're getting a small one, but you don't need that much of it because it's a strong flavor. Like, you don't use a lot of it. It's like a surprisingly good value. Alright, let's try... Oh, okay. Let's try to get these rabbit statues cleaned. Why am I hearing the Ryu saying stuff? Okay. Alright, okay. Damn, she got a big ass, though. Look at that. Alright, I need a ladder. Ladders may piss me off, but I need to climb up her ass. The most bougie thing would be to use it to dip nuggets. I don't do beef Wellington because the shit's got mushrooms in it. Although I've seen people do variants where they use like a liver paste instead of mushrooms, and I would be all about that. Wow, okay, that was surprisingly easy. Alright. It's like they're playing a variant of the boss battle music with the characters casting stuff. Hold on, I find this. Yeah, I don't fucks with mushrooms. I just switched to the next part, thing. I said I've seen it made with instead of like the mushrooms, it was like a liver paste. No, dog. We were actually talking about mustard, and then that led to beef Wellington and why I won't eat it because it's got mushrooms in it. Because I can't do it. I can't. Mushrooms are freaking haunted. We talk about mustard a lot, don't we? Like I know we just talk about food a lot in general, but mustard seems to come up quite a bit. We were going on about the Grey Poupon ads. You remember, like, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? You don't like mustard? Damn, that's tough. That's alright, though. Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? And that scene in Wayne's World where he did it to the guy in the marinara. I mean, eggplant instead of duchel. Oh. Oh, no, you got that. Yeah, that would be a great mushroom substitute. Diced eggplant? Yo, that would be dope. I might have to make a Wellington now. Bum, bum, bum. Get the pastry, the eggplant. Oh, no, I would make that. I would eat that. I need that in and around my mouth. I make fried eggplant slices. And I sometimes also make eggplant parmesan out of them. I am actually really good at cooking eggplant. It's one of my favorite things to cook. Hold on, you're on the Discord, right? Let me find the picture of the last time I made fried eggplant slices, and you can see. Yeah, the water content, of course. Actually, I would maybe bake them out first. I don't know. Let me find it. Yeah, breaded eggplant's my shit. Hold on. I will. Oh, that's diced. Hold on. Alright, you're on, what, are you on the Discord, dog? If so, what's your name on there so I could tag you? Strawberry, that's right, okay. Alright, I'm gonna find it, hold on. Because I usually do post pictures when I cook stuff. Well, that's the finished eggplant parmesan, but I want to just show you the slice. I'll tag you in like the first bit where I have the slices, and then you can scroll down to see where I made it into parmesan. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna hold on. How do I do that? Where's the reply? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, Strawberry. I am tagging you so you can see. If you like fried eggplant, it is something that I take great pride in making properly. I called it Mount Aubergine. Wait, why did the music stop? Shit, everything's... Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Fried eggplant on a BLT with some mozzarella would be... So basically, an eggplant caprese sandwich with bacon. There's very few things that aren't improved by bacon, let's be real, right? Like, bacon kind of just makes everything better. I'm rather fond of eggplant as an ingredient, though. I enjoy eating it, and I enjoy cooking it. It's one of my favorite pizza toppings. I just fucking like eggplant. Fried, baked, whatever the fuck. Yeah, it was. But it's an all-day thing because I don't just slice it and do it. I brine it, and I bread it very carefully. I learned how to do it from my great-grandma back when she was alive. And it's the emoji that represents a dick. We can't forget that, right? You know, eggplants used to be white and shaped like eggs. That's where I got the name from. Yep, there's that dick emoji. Alright, oh, there we go. Get this rose clean. These roses are surprisingly easy to clean. I might have to... Oh, no. That one's not clean. Okay, there we go. There we go. Have I ever put ratatouille in lasagna? No. I like the idea, though. I appreciate the idea because it's a dope idea, but I've never done it. Ratatouille lasagna. That's interesting. Yeah, the next big project, like food project that we're going to do probably on Tuesday is ravioli. Homemade ravioli. I'm not making the ravioli, but I will be making the sauce and the meatballs. And you guys have seen my Italian meatballs. My Italian meatball... Hold on, let me find my Italian meatballs. I'll tag you in that. I'm trying to find where I made meatballs. Oh, okay, hold on. Well, I'll tag it. I'll tag at the beginning of it. I did show where I formed them and fried them. I don't know if it shows them in the sauce because meatballs in the sauce are the way to go, but I'll tag you in that as well. This is the stream that will make everybody hungry. Yeah, that's like layers and layers. Like, yo, dog, we heard you like layers, so we put some layers in your layers. And then imagine after that, you eat layer cake and 7-layer cookies. Oh, speaking of carrots, I saw one of these things on Facebook that was like, somebody went to a barbecue and bit into a hot dog, and it was like a carrot in a bun. They grilled a carrot as like a vegetarian substitute and put it in a bun like as a hot dog. And I'm thinking like, That's great if you're a vegetarian, but don't hand that to somebody who's expecting a hot dog, because that's a jarring thing to bite into what you think is going to be a nice beef frank, and you get a carrot. That would piss me off. I'd be throwing hands, right? Like, give that to somebody who asked for it, who wanted your weird not dog, right? Yeah, in Minecraft, of course. You want my balls in and around your mouth. I understand. They are delicious balls. Yeah, I'm going to be making meatballs. I'll probably post some pictures. I'm going to be making meatballs and sauce on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So I'll definitely be posting pictures of food tomorrow. Get ready so that we could have the ravioli tomorrow. The ravioli is being made today. I don't know what we're eating today, but the ravioli is being made as we speak. It's the fishing song. How many hours did I waste fishing in Breath of Fire 3? So many. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ba da 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 da. We're almost at 80%. We'll hear more from the Red Queen. Chicken and rice and green beans? That sounds good. I'm assuming fresh green beans, right? Those ones in the can are disgusting. There it is. However, no sooner had my soldier cards hitched a ride onto Alice and their entire countenance changed. To a man, they clambered onto her shoulders, blew the most outrageous raspberries down upon me, and directed her off to the distance. I guess it sucks to suck, Red Queen. Damn. Oh my god, I was just saying... Just yesterday I had a craving for tortellini. What, thought I, led to this instantaneous and treacherous about turn? I mean, the fact that you're always taking people's heads off? Viva la revolution! Is the stock clean? Yes, it is. Then it dawned on me. The truth came all over my face and chest. I was just saying the other day, not even on stream, I was saying to Mom, I was like, oh, tortellini. Gotta make it happen soon. I think it'd be best if I do it from up here. There we go. And then, oh! Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Got it. Probably wouldn't go with buttermilk sauce. I would probably do like a beef gravy with like provolone in it. Shit-o-vision. Yeah, it takes all kinds, I guess. Whatever turns you on, Moogle. No, I think the dirt in this level is mostly chocolate. There we go. This red carpet. Oh, because it extends over here. Something with orzo? I had orzo not too long ago, actually. Well, it must have been Alice, right? Not our Alice, but like the Alice. The titular Alice. Hee, I said tit. Tit. Yeah, exactly. I said tit. Stupid lectern. There we go. Accused stand. Cream sauce and blistered tomato sounds good. Yeah, it does sound good. Oh, I forgot to do the jump trick. Randomly SpongeBob memories? Well, there is a SpongeBob DLC in this game. We already played that one, though. Did I make a decision on those DS? Oh, you mean strawberry? Yeah. Yeah. Did you decide to take the plunge or play it safe? Because they definitely look fake, but you know, for that price, maybe they would work. I don't know. Because I don't know if you were going from a collector's standpoint. You need this. Oh yeah, this game's got a lot of content. Once I'm done with this level, I'll show you. Like how much there is to it. It's ridiculous how much content you get for this. Alright, that's clean. Alright. There we go. Same over here. Oh, this is the scene when you're chasing all the chickens out. Wait, was that rook on that side clean or not? It is, wow, okay. Sweet. But yeah, this game is worth the price because of the amount of content you get. Even just if you just go by just the free content, it's a lot. And then the paid DLC is very robust, and there's still more of it coming. Like, didn't we start this in, like, April? You got the scam package and the normal package? What do you mean? Are you talking about the DS games that Alice was asking? Yes, please elaborate. So you bought the fake ones and some real ones, is what you're saying? Okay. Oh, didn't mean to bring that up. Alright, very interested to hear what's in there. We started this when Dragon Quest Builders was glitchy, yes. And I'm saying that was like in like April, right? And I know that we took time off of doing it when I finished the campaign, but then more and more DLC kept coming out. Oh, the top of the wall. It's a gigantic box for some reason. They're giant like statues that look like DS games. Oh, McNeil Mansion song. Nice. I was just saying, like, how the Warhammer DLC was longer and tougher than Alice's Adventures, but a lot of it was also I wasn't allowed to use this specific power washer, so there's that as well. They sent you the wrong... Wait, wasn't it 3 games they were supposed to send? It was like Mario Kart, Mario 64, and I want to say New Super Mario Brothers. What did they send you? Like, I mean, you knew it was shady, so... The fact that they couldn't even spell Mario was kind of a dead giveaway. There was something weird going on there. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga? Wait, do you mean Partners in Time? Because Superstar Saga is Game Boy Advance. Or did they literally send you a Game Boy Advance game? The plot sickens. They're like, we're scamming so many people, we don't even know. So, not even the right game, not even the right series, not even the right console. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they sent you a legit Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, that's worth way more than Mario 64 DS. Like that's kind of an upgrade if it's legit, which it probably isn't. It's harder to come by Mario and Luigi. Yeah. Yeah, if that's legit, then it's common if it's real. Really? I thought Mario and Luigi held its value pretty well. Oh, I see. Hey, there we go. All right. It's very much used. Well, that points to it being real, at least. An almost completed save? Nice. That's funny. Well, like I said, you knew it was a shady sort of thing, so... Are you going to keep it, or are you going to bitch it then? I'd just keep it. I mean, like I said, you knew you'd kind of thrown away $13 at that point. Okay. Well, I think he spent 13, so it's not too bad. All right, those door handles. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. We are almost done with this DLC. Nice, okay. The evidence before the court is incontrovertible. There's no need for the jury to retire. Ugh, I hate Rumble too, but it's amusing that it's there though. I had the Game Boy player. It made the GameCube into an actual cube. More or less. You know what the first fucking game I played on the Game Boy player was? You could probably guess. It's probably pretty obvious, actually. But let's see if anybody can guess what the first... When I got the Game Boy player, was the first game I popped in there. I know, right? Metroid Fusion. You're close. You're really close. Like, that was like the second thing I popped in. Think, what is the game that benefits the most from being played on a TV like that? You're really close with Metroid Fusion, though, because I popped that in pretty quickly. No, not Zero Mission. Zero Mission wasn't even out yet when I did this. And I never actually owned Zero Mission. There we go. It was Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. That game was mad dark on the original Taco Boy, so it was really nice to play it on a TV with backlighting and whatnot. So I never bought the Game Boy Advance SP. think this is the cuck chair right here. Well, it says King's Throne. It's definitely the cuck chair. That's where Denethor sits. I need a ladder for this. Send some images. I am not seeing them. Oh, wait. I think they just popped up. Oh my god, look at the size of that box. That's wild. Was it just rattling around in there, or was there at least some packing materials? That's crazy. Did they do that just to up the shipping? All right. All right, so this is what's not clean. And one of the entrance railings. There was one small sheet of bubble wrap. That's crazy. I mean, Game Boy games are tough. They're not gonna break easy. But that's just, why use such a big it had to be to up the shipping. Entrance table plate. Entrance table plate. This is the entrance. There's no tables around here. All right, let me bring up the tablet and light it up because I don't know what they mean by entrance table plate. It's something that's also 97% complete. Easily, yeah. I got a lot of mileage out of that Game Boy player. Entrance table plate. Where is this entrance table of anything? Like, what? Maybe it's down here? Like, whatever it is should be glowing, but like this whole area is the entrance. And the thrown let me get the dominoes since I know where the thrown dominoes are. I just don't know which domino it is. Hold on. It's not any of these. It's that one. Okay. So where is the entrance table plate? Like, there's not even really tables at all. I know I'm not going towards the entrance, but I'm just looking around for anything that's called a table. And I had something like that happen not too long ago when I bought my mouse, which the shipping was more than the mouse. I'm really stumped on this entrance table plate. If you guys see the glowing and I don't, let me know. I'm sort of surveying the whole level right now. I mean, really, it should be something right here. I mean, there's the entrance has lampposts, it has walls, it has railings, a bridge. It doesn't have a table. Entrance table plate. I don't know why this lamppost has a nipple. I am really stumped. I could try Googling it, but... Ew! They put moldy chips in there? Yo, somebody's... That's disgusting. Somebody's nasty. Alright, let me look this up. Because I'm quite stymied by this part. Let's see. All right, PowerWash Simulator, Alice's Adventures. Oh, it's wait, hold on, I misread it. My it's all blurry. Not entrance, evidence table. That's over here. Wait, that's accused. Wait, I remember seeing an evidence table, but it's got to be over here then. Here, it's this. I thought that I cleaned that. Alright, job complete. That was my bad. And I got Who Stole the Tarts as an achievement. They just gave you random shit. Sounds like it. Just throw whatever and send it to this person who gave us money. Alright, let's watch this. I thought it said entrance. I was like, wait, no, that actually says evidence. My eyes are so watery right now. Oh my, that's quite the transformation. I'm sure the queen... Oh, this is from the White Rabbit. I'm sure the queen won't completely hate it, although on second thoughts, based on the color of her cheeks as she stormed off and the color of those roses now, maybe not. I don't suppose it had crossed her mind that her adorable red roses were painted on. Discretion is often the better half of valor, so I'll scarper sharpish before they abandon their ridiculous hunt for Alice. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Pack up the rabbit hole for you, my friend. And that's the... Okay, so... Salt and vinegar. They were salt and vinegar at one point. Salt and vinegar chips probably wouldn't have gotten so moldy so quickly, though. All right, let me show you the amount of content in this game. So this is the main career mode. And if I go into free play, you can see these are all the locations. I mean, and some of these are big jobs. Like this playground is huge. I mean, you get the fire station's a really big level. The skate park is gigantic. The treehouse, that takes hours to clean. The temple's really intricate. I mean, and then these last few. I mean, the Lost City Palace. It's many hours to complete. And if I go back, there's the vehicles, which are, you know, these are smaller levels, but there's a lot of them, as you can see. And some of them, like, you know, the drill and the monster truck are pretty big and intricate. That's just the main campaign. Then there's these bonus jobs. There's the odd jobs. The Mars rover is really quick, but the gnome fountain is a gigantic level. The mini golf course is huge. The steam locomotive takes forever. And then there's these Muckingham files. The solar station, the satellite dish are huge. Part 2, let's see. The paintball arena took me a long time. The Spanish villa we got in a few hours. The excavator wasn't that big, but these are all free, by the way. None of these are paid DLC. Part 3, we did this not too long ago, the aquarium and the submarine. That was really fun. We haven't done Part 4 yet. The modern mansion and the fireplane, we haven't done that. It's a lot longer than 20. Let me tell you how many hours I have in this game. Hold on, let me go to my Steam library. It's a lot longer. Complete that I haven't done everything yet. Where's PowerWash sound? I have 300 hours in this game. Yep, and you can play multiplayer. And then there's the specials. So Tomb Raider is free. This is a free DLC. And some of these are pretty big, like the treasure room takes forever. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. The maze took me a long time to do. So Tomb Raider was free. Final Fantasy is free. And these were really cool. The Seventh Heaven and the Mako Energy exhibit are really big levels. Really big levels. Then there's SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a paid DLC, but look at all this. And not only, like, okay, so the for example, the invisible boatmobile, small level, difficult, because it literally becomes invisible as you're cleaning it. The Mermalair is one of the biggest levels. It took really long time. And then there was Back to the Future, which is also paid DLC, but I thought it was really fun. I had a blast with it, especially doing the theater and the clock tower really big. I guess you're a SpongeBob fan. Warhammer we just did recently. This one came out earlier this year. And these are very difficult levels because everything's intricate and you cannot use the best power washer. But this Thunderhawk took me like 3 streams to do. And then Alice's Adventures we just finished, but I'll show you how many levels it is. I had fun with this one too. Definitely the biggest job was the Mad Tea Party. Honestly, we talked about Doom. Warhammer felt like Doom, and I'll tell you why. Let me bring up that one level in Warhammer. Actually, any level will do it. Let me just go to any level, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because as you're playing through the level, like, every level's in the same arena, just different parts of it. Like, that's what you're supposed to clean is this tank, but you can't tell me this doesn't look like Doom. Especially when you look out the window. Yeah, especially that there's like speedrun challenges and stuff. Wait, I gotta find a window that I can actually look out. I mean, you could see Mars out there, so... Oh, here we go. You know, I mean, like, it really feels like Doom. Let me come out of this, but we're gonna do Muckingham Files Part 4 because I haven't done that yet. That just came out. That's free. All right, let's do the Modern Mansion. Dirt Finder General. Can you believe the state of my crib, the Joypad? You call it the Joypad. All right. Construction's just been completed and already it's wrecked like this? TBH, I'm not sure what happened. I've been away all week at a networking event trying to get my new crypto coin off the ground. Oh, no. He's a crypto shill. I'm guessing the construction guys left the building materials out and maybe a twister did the rest. Can't get a hold of them, though. They've blocked me. Damn cowboys. Let me guess. You tried to pay them in muck coin or whatever stupid crypto you got, and they trashed your shit. That's what we're going to find out, right? I said, I have 300 hours in this game. I know, right? Yeah, it's, okay. Let's take a look around. Oh, okay. They left messages. So, unhappy construction worker. Danger. They didn't get paid. They didn't get paid. That's what happened. Or he was paying them and... Huh. Oh, this is weird, man. So clearly they just didn't get paid. Alright, is there an inside? It looks like there's like a whole part up there. Let me go up this and see. Can we go inside or is it just the outside? It looks like we're just the outside we're cleaning. Okay. What happened to my skin? Yeah, see, he's like, where's my fucking money? Oh, and there's these garden gnomes hidden in all the levels that you could find. And sometimes there's weird achievements, like finishing a level without moving the garden gnome or weird shit like that. But yeah, let's rescue the garden gnome. Okay, so this is pretty intricate. This is a big stage. Bop, bop. Ba-da-ba-ba. It's not even Bitcoin, it's like his... Oh, weird. What happened to my skin? It keeps resetting my... Let me... Not that. How do I... There we are. Not that. Well, yeah, put that on, but... It keeps resetting my skin. There we go. Clit coin. Nobody can find the value. You wildin'. What a mess, huh? Can't believe it. Wait, am I gonna get paid for this? I better. It don't matter. There's nothing left in the game for me to buy. I've bought everything that you can buy. If the builders turn up, let me know. The thing is, you get automatically paid as you play through it. Like, as soon as you finish something, it adds to your account. I still haven't had full sign-off on them agreeing to be paid in my new crypto muck coin. Didn't I say muck coin instead of the dollar? Didn't I say he was going to pay them in something called muck coin? Didn't I say that? They better had after all this. See, look, I just got $1 for that. Didn't I say muck coin? What about you? You will be paying me in real money. Oh, yeah. Fancy a sick deal? You got a point there, because Square Enix... Well, this is new. I think they know now that that was a mistake. Because all that shit went south for them real fucking fast. Trust me, it's gonna 100x within the month. It's not gonna even 2x. It's gonna negative 50x. Alright. See, that was $2.50. So you get 3 ladders, a step ladder, and a big scaffold. Alright. Also, is it me or is this guy's driveway cement? That's going to be a nightmare in the winter. And I know this takes place in the UK, but it can get pretty cold in the winter. Why did the music stop? Hold on. Oh, okay, I'll look at that later. Why did the music stop? Is it the Are You Dead button? Yeah, there we go. Alright, the Are You Dead button popped up. You really don't want your driveway to be cement. That's a bad idea. A lot of people said the same thing, that like it feels like Mario Sunshine at times. A Mario DLC would be sick, but they'd never let that be on PC. It would have to be like exclusive to the Switch version. The only criticism that I have of this game, and is the reason I'm playing the Breath of Fire 3 soundtrack, this game has no music. The only song in it is when you beat the main campaign, there's a credits song. I liked Sunshine, but I did wish that it focused more on the cleaning the place up and less on the platforming stuff. I liked Sunshine, I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was a good game, but it could have been better. I will admit it. See, at the time, I never would have thought of something like PowerWash Sim, but I guess this is the game that I was hoping for. God, I remember when people were calling Wind Waker Zelda. And it was going to be the worst thing ever. And when it came out, almost everybody that I knew that was doing that came around, except for this one guy who was still insisting that it was terrible because of the art style. I don't talk to him anymore. Oh, man, you had to be there. Basically, people were upset that the next Zelda game, which was like the first major one on GameCube, was not going to be the Space World demo. And they're like, it's not mature anymore, you know, and all this stupid shit. And they were, because it was cell shaded, they were calling it Zelda. Like that. So it was just, yeah. Like I said, most of them came around when the game was released and actually really, really fucking good. Well, are you surprised? We're talking about assholes on the internet here. I mean, you know. I'm talking about like people on like shitty gaming forums. We're not talking about intellectual discourse here. You only played a little bit of Wind Waker? Really? How come? Wind Waker was dope, I'm gonna be honest. Like, for a while, it was like my favorite Zelda game until Link Between Worlds came out, and that kind of supplanted it. But for a while, it was like high key my favorite Zelda. By the way, that mailbox is just for aesthetics. What? You have a mailbox just for aesthetics? What is wrong with you? Well, we know what's wrong with you. Yeah, Link Between Worlds is fucking amazing. I get my mail redirected to my VR headset and dictated to me by AI over my breakfast probiotics. Oh my god, this guy is like the... He's the New World man. Information should be digested at the same time as food. He's the New World man. Trying to match the heat of the third world man. Oh my god, this is so funny. Also, I'm allergic to paper. Is that why you won't pay people real money? No, that's because you're an asshole. Yo, this guy. This game's humor is so fucking good. He's a rebel and a runner. Yeah, exactly. He's the New World man. Shh, don't say that. If he could read, that would be upsetting. This game never fails to make me happy. Yeah, we need a mode where this thing sprays dirt. Like, you go to the clean jobs. We need a prequel where you're the person that fucks it all up, right? Twilight Princess was good, but it was no Wind Waker. It was great, though. I just felt that they were like, okay, I get it. It's Ocarina of Time HD, you know? Like, they were not being as daring. Although the wolf thing was pretty daring. Where Link was like a werewolf. Calm down, Mogul. Alright. He's the New World jackass who pays his workers an exposure and non-existent cryptocurrency. I just saw an article, or it was like, or I think it was just a meme, actually. Either that or it was an Onion article, I forget. But it was like, band who got paid in experience can now double jump and spin attack and equip new gear. Sounds like the hard drive. I think it might have just been a meme I saw, but it was pretty funny. I was like, eh. If only it worked that way, right? No. When you keep getting paid in experience. Oh my god. Alright. Let's start with these fucking pillars, I guess. Trying to match the heat of the old world man. They kept doing shows at that one guy's place that kept paying them in experience. This thing reaches pretty far for the fact that I only have the short extender on. Ah, fried onions. That's what the song is called. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Exposure bucks. It's all gonna pay out one day, right? It's like the theoretical money. Knob. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. See, the band paid in experience leveled up, but the band paid in exposure died of exposure. Okay. Well, once we reach 40%, we're going to hear from this guy again. Da, 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 da. Hey now. Yeah, right. Exposure's as good as money. Alright, well then I'll take money instead. I don't need exposure. I mean, imagine you tried to pay your taxes in exposure, right? I'll tell everyone about the government. They'll love it. They'll get so much exposure. Oh, man. Sweet. This is the kind of house that you see it, and you just know an asshole lives there. Also, what's with the name Dirt Finder General? I didn't come up with it. Everybody calls you something different in this game. I should let you know that in addition to being a tech creator, I'm also a brand engineer. Oh no. It keeps getting worse. It's the house from the Fountainhead? Oh my god. Look, it's the fountain from the Fountainhead. I'll give you 5 minutes in the Mind Palace on the house. Think you need it. What are you talking about? You know what? I'm going to tell you about the Mind Goblin. Do you know about the Mind Goblin? You don't? Let me tell you about the Mind Goblin. Mind Goblin, these nuts? A brand engineer is essentially an influencer. Yeah, exactly. The writing in this game is amazing. You don't have to read any of that shit. It's all for flavor, but the fact that they made the messages so funny and amusing, and in the main campaign tell a pretty decent story, that shit's great. There's like places I'll need the scaffolding to get, but I'm not super concerned with that right now. This is going really quickly because everything's a flat surface. It's not very intricate. Yeah, right. You can't pay your bills in exposure. Thankfully, I've never had anybody try that shit on me. But I've heard so many horror stories from people that I do know, you know? Oh, I mean, most people do. You know what I mean? It ain't normal. Yeah, right. That's why I get angry when people tell me they're using ad blockers. I'm like, okay, so you're not gonna watch the ads, okay? Are you gonna subscribe? No? Okay, well, fuck you then. Like, it's like when I got partnership on my YouTube channel, and I said to people, you know, I was like, hey, I know the ads are a bummer, but, you know, it's got to do what I got to do, because I did it for a whole year with basically no return, and I got to tell you, the comments that I got were like really supportive. They're like, nah, dude, get that bag, you know, because you guys know how much I work on that YouTube channel, how much fucking effort I put into it. Yeah, somebody mentioned having YouTube Premium, and I said that does support me, and he's like, really? He's like, no, I get paid for premium clicks. And I've only ever had one membership cancellation. But it was like, I had one membership cancellation, and then like the next week I got 2 additional memberships. But like, memberships are good, but like the ad revenue is where it's really at. Oh, you want money for it? Like, yeah. Yeah. There's too many people that think of it as a hobby. Capitalism rotted people's brains, and I'm trying not to get on my fucking high horse right now. But, I don't know, why wouldn't I get on my high horse? He's so titanically powerful. I'm so much higher. No, but for real, like, I'm trying not to get on the soapbox and rant, but capitalism has rotted people's brains. It really has. But yeah, let me go over to my YouTube. Not the gaming YouTube, but the one that I actually... Shit, dude, I got 50 subscribers in the last week? 56. See what I'm talking about? Like, this shit's going. But, let me look at members. Did I get any new members? No, but it shows that I had 1 cancellation in the last month, but 3 new members. So, that's basically 2 new members, right? Like, yeah, didn't you have like one of your little short videos that did some numbers? Nothing as good as tasty Nuremberg Doritos, but you know. The Kirby one, yeah. The Kirby one was cute. Oh, we're at 60% already? First things first, future-proof your business. Dude, I don't need to future-proof it. I'm a power washer. Shit will always get dirty. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god, this guy's amazing. Big decision to make. This guy's a weirdo, man. Either engage the future, take on the automatons, and reflect it in your name, or... or be a shill like you. Yeah, future-proof this dick. Something like PowerWash services at work. Oh my god, look at the leet speak. This dude's stuck in 1997. What the fuck? Alright, let's get up on the, get up higher. Lord, we couldn't get much higher. Try to set the night on fire. Is this the final boss song? I don't think it is. Hold on. No, this is when you're fighting Gar. God, Breath of Fire 3 was such a great game. I really wish the PSP version worked in an emulator because my PSP is fucking... The battery, like, went bad on me. Oh, so his version of a scam is somebody actually wanting money, I bet, right? Let me tell you, yeah, it inflated. I had to toss it. My nephew was over and he noticed it. He said, your PSP is bulging. And I looked at it like, oh my god, you're right. And I took the battery out and got rid of it. Yeah. I don't really play it that much anymore, but it was just like... Every once in a while, I do like to throw in Breath of Fire 3. I went through the trouble of fucking importing the game from Europe because they wouldn't release it here in the US for some reason. Unfortunately, the emulation for it is still fucked up. I thought I had it working last time, but then when we tried to stream it, it was all fucked up, and I was like, fuck it, let's just play the PS1 version. Alright, cool. Alright, let me just check all these barriers. Alright, cool. So that's his brand engineer thing? He just, like, puts your name in leet speak? God, how cool would it be to get, like, Breath of Fire collection? Right? Give us all 5 games in a collection, Capcom. Come on. What the fuck? Notice I said all 5 games because Breath of Fire 6 never happened. Any rumors you've heard of a Breath of Fire 6 are false. 3 is still my favorite. Like, I know Breath of Fire 4 is, like, legitimately, like, objectively the best one, but 3 is my favorite. But let me tell you... Okay, so, Dog. Let me tell you about something that I had about the... Yeah. A very recent thing that I had. So, I got an email from a company... called... Hold on, let me bring it up, because I want to name and shame these bitches. I already did once on Twitch, but I'm going to name and shame them again. And this was not related to Twitch. This was related to my YouTube channel, where I'm called John Sierra Tolkien Scholar. Hold on. Okay. Alright, I found it. So, it's a company called TZAudioUS.com, right? And they sell high-end microphones. And this guy was basically, like, saying, you can get this $200 microphone for free if you do like a video showcasing it. And I'm thinking, okay, a brand deal, that's cool. Let me look into this. The thing about brand deals is you have to know which ones are fake. And this one was 100% fake. And I, not too long ago, went over how like a real one and a fake one that I had side by side to show what the differences are and how you can tell that it's fake. But I decided to fuck with them, even though I knew it was fake. So I asked them, you know, like, how does it work? So usually the way that a brand deal would work is they send you the product for free. They do not charge you. And then you feature it in a video. You basically do a commercial for it. And that's it. But the way that they wanted to do it was that I would buy the microphone, feature it in a video, and then they would reimburse me. And that already is like several red flags. So I looked into it a little, and it turns out that the way that it works is you buy the microphone. It doesn't hook up to a computer, so you have to buy an adapter. It's really scummy, yeah. And it was one of those things that, like, as soon as you Google it, everything that comes up says it's a scam. And I'll tell you why it's relevant to what you said about the guy who rants about scams. But anyway, and then they will reimburse you half if you do the video, and you get the other half if you get a certain amount of comments that are specifically about the microphone. And I'm just thinking, like, no. And, you know, and they make it really hard. And then even then, they don't, it's half of the cost of the microphone minus all the Amazon fees, because you have to buy it. Not only do you have to buy it on Amazon, but you have to buy it from specific Amazon sellers. So it's all just red flag, red flag, red flag. So anyway, the reason that I say that it's relevant to what you were saying about a YouTuber or content creator that always was ranting about scams but then wanted to pay an exposure or whatever, was that these people on their website had a list of people they said were scammers that they won't work with anymore, and it was all the YouTubers that called them out for their scam. So basically everybody that made a video about them wound up on their naughty list, which I thought was pretty amusing. But anyway, you know, I fucked with the guy back and forth on a few emails, and I told him, I was like, yeah, it's too bad. I wanted to believe you, but yeah, that's not how it works. That's not how brand deals work. The way it works is you send the microphone, then I do a commercial for it. That's how it works. And I linked to a video of a guy just explaining how it's a scam and everything, you know. And what did he say to me? It was pretty funny. Let me bring it up. John, everything we do is open and transparent. If you like it, join us. If you don't, you're free to decline. This is within our capacity. Good day. That was the last I heard from him. Yeah, who was this person? Let us know. Because on the off chance it's somebody that any of us like subscribe to or whatever, we would want to sever that connection. If they're doing this kind of thing. Though I don't know any YouTubers off the top of my head that are always ranting about scams or whatever, but name and shame is what I'm saying. Oh god, it's time to end stream, but I wanted to try to finish this. I'll go a little longer. Yeah. Sounds like a real scumbag. Nice, okay. Alright. The account was removed? Like they removed their own account, or were they banned? Yeah, well, let us know who it was. That's amazing that the account was removed. Hey, sometimes everything comes up Millhouse, right? Oh, how am I going to get up to this roof? There's got to be stairs or something. I could jump up here. Okay. The account was removed. That's pretty great. You know, that means that that person's in the find out stage. You know what I'm saying? They've entered the find out stage of their life. Conversely, future people will need an element of tradition in their lives. Will that be you? Dude, I'm just washing your shitty house. You'll need to know that when they hire you, they're getting a slice of human pie. Oh, so you eat motherfuckers. Okay, cool. This dude be eating motherfuckers. Something like partners in grime. Okay, that's actually kind of clever. But still, you suck, so we're not using that. I'm sure it wasn't totally Tubular Jonathan. That guy's still around as far as I know. This will impact your rate, though. Dude, I'm gonna impact your ass with my fucking foot. Now, he would say Ayn Rand didn't go far enough. A business called Police Cleanser is aspirational and can charge a 5 times prestige fee. Dude, I'm gonna charge you a 5 times you're an asshole fee. Create the life you want to live, Duderella. He said Duderella. I'm gonna power wash this guy's butthole. I'm gonna stick this thing up his butthole sideways. It's gonna be like this. You know? All 3 prongs go up there and then full blast. Wait. It's gonna be like, no. It's gonna be like this. That's what it's gonna be like. And then I'm gonna do this. Hey, Gray. Yeah, I will thoroughly check his butthole. Is there any dirt up there? Let me get you clean. I was hoping to finish this, but I don't think we're finishing it. I really gotta end soon. Yeah. I would get the key to the city. Again. Oh, hold on. There we go. I knew that. What about this thing? That's not quite clean. There we go. Okay. This song sounds so much like... I know it's Breath of Fire 3, obviously, but it sounds so much like it belongs in, like, Mario RPG. Oh, this is just one of the free updates, the Muckingham files. We just finished Alice's Adventure, so... But this is Muckingham Files Part 4, which is 2 new levels. Hey, you know? Your venting was actually quite relevant to what we were already kind of talking about, so... Makes perfect sense to vent like that. Maybe we can finish it. I'm just trying to rush through this, you know? Alright, cool. Everything's flat surfaces, so it's very forgiving. Remember, if dudes had uteruses, they'd be called deuteruses. E. I love this song. Ba, 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 ba. I'm super hyped to play it. He's full of shit then. Nintendo pretty consistently makes good games. That's the fucked up part, you know? But yeah, they're gonna have a stumble every once in a while, but they pretty consistently make good games. There we go. What? I wonder what game he was bitching about that. Yeah. This Jonathan was not totally tubular. I'm gonna need the Long John Silver here. Oh, Long Johnson. I need to get up there. Alright. Scaffolding. Oh, yeah. Yeah, June said something like, it sounds like you're just depressed, and oh my god, the dude went off. That was wild. I want to try to get into that. Oh, okay, made it. Need to switch to short. No, not that far off. Not that far off. Yeah, dude sounds like... Oh, Color Splash or Super... Well, I haven't played Color Splash. So, remember Mario... But those are years apart, those games. That's what's fucked up about it. Alright, we're at 99%. Let's not clean. Oop. Let's see. One of the rear balcony barrier posts. Okay. Oh, that? Got it. And that too. Alright. And roof terrace firm trim. Sorry, let me get up to the roof. Wait, who are you remembering now, Moogle? Because if you're talking about Nick, it wasn't... Oh. It certainly wasn't on Discord. Ugh. Wait, so what is it that I'm looking for? I need to be on the roof, though, right? Because it said roof. I don't see anything. I thought I saw something kind of glowing. Oh, there it is. It's this. Okay, roof, terrace, floor trim. And we got second floor roof. Alright, I think that would be... That's second floor balcony. Are they talking about, like, that's second floor ceiling? What is the second floor roof? Oh, it's that. Okay. Alright, I can do that. I know we're going a little over time, but... we'll end pretty soon. I just want to finish this job. Oh, it's higher up. There it is. I don't see any dirt. Let me go over to it. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay. And we got second floor window frames. One of them isn't clean. This one right here. It's probably more like over. Oh, hello. Good thing I can teleport this thing to me. There we go. Alright. And Third floor barrier posts, 2 of them. All right. Where's the other one? All right. Oh, get out of that. Said there were 2 that I need to clean. Stupid things in my way. Oh, I see it. Let me put the extra long guy on and try and hit it from here. No such luck, huh? It could be the other side of it, which would be unfortunate. I'm gonna have to jump out there. All right. Yeah, got it. Okay. It's called broad daylight because women light it. Third floor ceiling lights. Oh, this isn't clean. Whatever this is. This wall ain't clean. Hold on. These are third floor ceiling lights, but it's this one. All right. Okay, and this wall apparently ain't clean. Not that one, though. Like, just... Oh, wait, this is different from... Ah. But... Let me light it up. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, it's just this... Oh, I see. Alright, what's left? What'd I miss? Something at the beginning? Oh, a bunch of stuff here. First floor ceiling trims. That's okay. One of the barbell bars. Shit, I was just up there. I thought I hadn't done the bars. Oh, God. Bad jump. I think I can just kind of... Here we go. Yeah, I probably have to get underneath it. Oh, and 3 of the first floor ceiling lights. 3 of them, huh? That's clean. 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 Oh, that one. Okay. Hey! We finished it. Alright, let's watch the time lapse. Your skills are formidable. Finally, the joypad, home to the Devon King, is complete. You know, my neighbor DM'd my AR saying those builders made that mess on purpose, chucking those bags of cement everywhere. Can you believe that? No way I'm paying them now, and Muckcoin's already stabilized to within 1/10 of its launch price, so it's their loss. This guy doesn't understand math. Gundam would be cool, yeah. Anyway, I've transferred your funds. Can't say I understand why you'd want to get paid in yesteryear's money when I was offering you the sweet taste of the future, but it's your call. Great job, though. You're worth every cent. Okay, so the next one would be the fire plane, but we're ending right now. We'll do that at some point. And that will actually catch us up until the Shrek DLC comes out. We're going to go over the schedule. We're going to do a raid. Don't go anywhere just yet, guys. Please stick around through the raid. Go ahead and kill the music here. Alright. So here's what's going on for the next week or so. Shida-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so tomorrow night we'll be playing 9 Years of Shadows, and we'll probably finish it as well. So perhaps we'll PowerWash after that and do that plane. So that's 9 Years of Shadows on Steam tomorrow night. Wednesday afternoon we're going to be playing more of the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion for Steam. Thursday night will be our podcast, The Council of Tolkien. I will have Sid on this side of me and Matt on this side of me in a different background, but that's what we're going to be doing on Thursday night. Friday afternoon, we'll be starting the remake version of Super Mario RPG for the Switch. Hopefully it's emulated well. I've heard it is, so we'll see how that goes. Saturday night, more of Xenoblade Chronicles Cross for the Wii U. Saturday night. Sunday night, more of Castlevania Order of Ecclesia for the DS. Monday afternoon, a week from today, it's not going to be what we were playing, obviously, but we will be playing a bit of Project Justice, and I'll probably set up the next game as well so we could just go into it if Project Justice is as whack as Rival Schools was, which would be Capcom versus Capcom versus SNK Pro. All right. So anyway, let's go over here and see who we have online that we could raid. Who's on? It says Texas Hula is on, but is he actually on, or is it just his hummingbird feeder? Oh, he's actually on. He's not woodworking, but let's rate him. All right, we haven't seen Hula in a while. So guys, there's your raid call copy. I pasted as we had a Hula stream. He is doing an IRL stream. It looks like he's in a car with his wife. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see you guys over there. See you guys in Discord. See you guys tomorrow for 9 Years of Shadows and just around in general. Here we go.